Welcome to the unboxing of Robinson Crusoe Adventures on the Cursed Island. This is a what's in the box because it has been opened, but we still have everything in here. Let's have a look at the front. I like the fact this looks a bit like a treasure chest, but it's also got this window on the front of the treasure chest, a portal into another world, the world of Robinson Crusoe on the Cursed Island. We've got the chains going around the outside. Bit of a matte finish. I don't know if you can quite see that cross hatching that's there. It is also slightly gloss, which is interesting to say that it's matte and gloss at the same time. Let's have a look at the sides of this box. You can see there we have the chest theme continuing on the sides. It's a game for 1 to 4 players, as we can see there. A bit over 2 hours in playing time if you're playing probably with 4 for the first time. And it's ages 14 and above, which means it's a little bit more on the complex side. Let's go to the reverse long side, and exactly the same information is printed there. On the short sides this time, same information, and on the other short side we have the same information. So nothing changes on any of the sides. Let's look at the base now. We can see there a bit of a background there. What it is, it's a cooperative adventure game. We can see there what we have to do in the game. Briefly explore the island, set camp, build constructions, uncover its secrets, create new items. And that's what it'll look like there. We've got a hex tile base there of the island. We have other cards here which are probably something like exploring and building. We've got the set the camp, as we said, as well. So it looks quite good. There are the components that are listed. You can pause that and have a look at your own time. Let's take the top off this box and see what we get inside. Now, I did get this off of Facebook Marketplace, and the person was absolutely brilliant in terms of chatting with them, and I could tell that they cared for the games. And I've had a brief look inside, and everything is actually packaged up nicely. Anyway, getting back to what's in the box, it's just a plain cardboard cover on the inside. Sometimes they do have extra artwork, but not in this case. So here we have the rule book. The rule book is a glossy book. It is 20 pages long. We've got the game overview, all the components that we will soon uncover in the box. Going through it just briefly to have a look at it in terms of its setup and layout. A little bit wordy down that left-hand side there as far as the setup goes. Would have been nice if they could have added in a little bit more white space, but I guess they decided to keep the writing for the font slightly larger, and didn't put paragraph spaces between them really in a significant way. They have, but not in a very significant way. So it makes it very blocky, as you can see down there when you read it. We've got the board set up as we saw on the back cover, so that's good to see there. We have the game objective, we have a few other things. We have the event phase, we have the morale phase, and the production phase, which is there. We have some explanations of icons as well as in the game examples. We have the action phase listed there. More details about the actions with examples. We can see examples down there in the brown boxes, I think. We go fighting a beast, so that's hunting. We have rolling action dice, so it looks like we have special dice in this as well. Going through, we have the weather phase, the night phase, and the game end, plus additional rules. We have a bit more in-depth notes on symbols and their effects, character skills to remember. And we keep going down, cards and their effects as well. Quite a lot of writing. I would have preferred a little bit more white space, a few more pictures, but that was just a decision obviously that they made not to do as such. Example of a scenario card is on that page. They do have these nice background pictures, and I do quite like that. It wasn't on the previous page as we saw, but on this double page spread, looking at the background pictures, that's quite nice. They obviously had a little bit of room left over there at the end. On the back, we have an easy reference for the icons, the iconography that you'll find in the game, what it all means. And it looks like there are quite a few icons to remember, and that ties in with that complexity that I talked about before. Okay, so as I said, also the person I got this from has packaged all of the cards according to what they are in nice Ziploc bags and labelled them. So here we have the 48 question mark event cards. We'll go through the cards at the very end so we can just quickly see first of all the other stuff, and then if you're interested in seeing all the cards, we'll go through that at the end. We have 52 mystery cards there. We have 39 book event cards and 3 wreckage cards and 8 crew cards. We have 30 building adventure cards in that pack. We have 30 gathering adventure cards in that pack. And here we have 30 by invention, 16 beasts, 8 starting items, and 1 arranging the camp card. Over here we have 30 exploration adventure cards. And then I think that's it for cards. So let's have a look at some of the other components that we get in here. So first of all, we'll see these tokens. I'm not going to take them out. You can sort of see through them. I think they're clearly enough what they are. Different coloured cubes and round circle blocks. They are all wooden. I can feel that. They don't jingle together as one might expect. It's not written on there what they are, but you can see there that is what you get in the box. That's what we're about here. I'll put them just down lower there. We get more cubes, this time in autumn colours, yellow, orange, brown, white as well there, and they are again wooden. Good quality cubes that they have there. We have special dice. So you can see the dice there, and we have weather dice. The white dice looks like weatherish. That looks like I'm not too sure. It looks like a broken heart to me, but I suspect it's something different to a broken heart there. Orange, more weather. You have a red dice, so that's something to do with hunting maybe. We've got a bow and arrow you can see there. Some grey dice with some other sort of stuff on there. And iconography that you can see there. So they're plastic dice, just normal size as well. We have here, next, we'll go through these, some punch board, punch out tokens. I think all of them are round and they're different colours, different variations. And it looks like they're double-sided with almost the same stuff on both sides, but not for all of them. For example, these large ones, let's take 1 or 2 out. So undo that Ziploc bag, take a couple of the larger ones out, and we can see that, for example, there it's different. We've got what looks like a log there on the underside, a person there. That one, don't know what that is, sort of like a rock. I don't know, you can tell me. Write in the comments if you think you know what it is. There's a chest. This one, however, you can see is the same on both sides. So a variety of tokens that we get there. Put those back. Ziploc that back up. Now we've got these hexes. So I think that goes with the board when we're building the map by the looks of it. There aren't a lot of them. They have been from punchboard stock, on card stock. They are very sturdy though. And let's have a look. So it looks like we might have like a fog of war or exploration type of thing where you have that side where you don't know what they are. Then you'll flip them over to find out what is on that side. Let's go through them, see what we've got here. And I think that's a double-sided one. They all have that, except for that one is also double-sided with a volcano. There we go. Let's go through these tiles with the compass star points on the reverse side. So we have that one, another, that one, another one there. There's another one. If you know the game, obviously you'll know what the iconography is, but you could guess at some of them, I think, as in things that you can maybe gather, resources that you can collect when you either travel the tile or you flip it over, things that you can see which will help you explore. I've got some stuff down the bottom, which I think some of those symbols look like we saw them on the punchboard stuff before, those round tokens. We have these 2 special tiles. Obviously we have a volcano and that one there. I think that might be a first player marker. I don't know, the volcano is just a special one, as you can see there with the volcano on that side instead of having the compass points on it. Put those back so they don't get lost. What else do we have here? So we have what looks like people that we can play or maybe find. We have a missionary. And these cards, if you look at the picture on the left here, the rest of it is exactly identical on both sides, but we have a male character and a female character. So that's really good that they thought of that. We have the cook here. Bring that up. Again, you can pause that. It looks like down the right-hand side we have special abilities. So fireplace on that one. On the missionary, you had diary. So the cook, there's the female character. There's the carpenter who has snare. In the reverse side character, we have the explorer who has shortcut. And the female character on that side. We have the soldier here with spear, that's the male character. And that's the last of those cards, the soldier on that side as well. So I like those cards. How many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Again, I'm not too sure exactly what they are. Let's say, I've got my rule book right here. 4 character cards, that's what they say, 4 character cards. Put that just up the top there. Now we have scenarios. And this is interesting. Scenario cards. We have scenario 1. I can see that there, scenario 1. We have the goal of the scenario, some special things there, some dates, other things, victory points for scoring, some special things going on there. So castaways, we've got that little dice till the end of the game, it says there. So castaways is scenario 1. On the reverse of that, we have scenario 2, which is Cursed Island. We have card with scenario 3. Jenny needs help. Bring it up close so you can see down. We have a side here, sort of a health bar until Jenny's dead by the looks of it. So probably each round you have a number of rounds to help Jenny. There's scenario 4 on the reverse side. There's that volcano we saw, Volcano Island. There we go. We have the volcano tile there on our hexes. There's the scenario. We have setup changes, the goal of the scenario, special rules, victory points again, special cards as well. So that was that card, and we now have scenario 5, Cannibal Island. There we go. We get a ballista and a canoe with this one. We need to attack the cannibals apparently. And finally, we have scenario 6, the Robinson family. So that'll give you plenty of replayability, I think. And I'm sure you can play those scenarios individually if you so wanted to. I'd probably imagine you'd just do the first scenario just to get used to the game. Looks like we have a couple of other scenarios here. So what do we have here? I think we ended up with 6. So this is scenario 7. It looks like it's been printed and laminated. I do like that. Thank you very much. This is King Kong Island, The Dreadful Adventure. There we go, we have a film crew, and on the reverse side that just tells us where it was came from, Portal Publishing. We have scenario 8 here, the Minimalist. There we go, the Minimalist. Almost looks like it is Darwin, Charles Darwin, and that's a expansion. Have a look for that unboxing here as well. What's in the box? So we have the setup changes, caged beasts and monsters for this scenario. That looks nice. Now we have the board proper. And on this board, it's quite a large board. As I unfold it, it is white on one side, fully white. And if I flip that way, we see here on the left-hand side, as we saw on the back, we've got our hex map. So they are there. I'll just bring that up close so you can see some of the detail that is there. It's a very nice looking map, very basic, but still very nice. It's very thematic in terms of the colors that they use, that sort of old, sort of washed style of artwork. You can see down there places for cards. Places here we saw for cards as well when we saw that back, and also in the rule book, the setup. So it does look very nice indeed. We've got 5 and 6 down the bottom there. They might be for scenarios, I don't know. But I do like the look of that, and I think it'll be a really fun game to play A little bit challenging as well, and I suspect with 4 players it will be very entertaining. Let's go through these cards now, so please stay with me if you'd like to look at the cards in a bit more detail. I'll still go through them quickly, but we will have a look at them all quite quickly. They're the question mark Gathering Adventure cards, 30 of those. And they've all got that black question mark back there. Okay, we have Unexpected Troubles, Tracks of a Predator, Shortage, End of Source again, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, 5 of those. Winter Freezing, Unexpected Discovery, so that was different. Mushrooms, Gold Coin, Fruit, and it looks like you can use either the top or the bottom, maybe even both, I'm not too sure. Eyes in the Bushes, After the Hurricane, Furs, Spider, Skeleton, Signs of a Predator, Pirate's Chest, Path of a Predator, Nice Surprise, Nestlings, New Flock, Surprise in the Bushes, Viper, Unbelievable Effort, Twisted Ankle, Winter is Coming, and Weather Breakdown. So they were the Gathering Adventure cards. Put those over there. Let's go through the Exploration Adventure cards. There are 30 of those. They have a green question mark and eyeglass at the bottom of the full stop, which is you usually find at the bottom of the question mark. They're all the same on that side. We have Signs of Fire. That looks like there's a little bit of a gloss to it, but I think that's because they're all sleeved. Obviously, when you get this game, there won't be sleeved cards. Signs of Fire, Shrine, Ruined Hut, Remains of a Settlement, Thorny Bush, Misadventure, Wild Dog, Wild Berries, Vipers, Secret Cave, Puma, Tiger, Storm on the Horizon, Lost, Lost in the Woods, Lost in the Thicket. They all have the same artwork, but they are different cards. I do like that. Dangerous Terrain, Wrong Track, Swamp, Surprising Discovery, It's Going to Rain, There's Something in the Air, Faloo, Empty Forest, Sign of Fire, Cold Wind, Carcass, Bamboo, Old Hut, and Old Grave. That's those cards. We will look at the 13 building adventure cards next. They have, look there, keep carrying on this nice theme of changing the full stop at the bottom of the question mark. Now they've got a hammer because they're building cards. And they're all the same brown with that question mark with a hammer at the bottom. They all have the same pictures on them, but they look like they're all possibly different. And they have that icon up the top right corner there. Broken Lever, Dangerous Work, Laborious Work, Lack of Hope, Hard Work, Broken Tool, Laborious Work, Construction, Unmotivated, Fast Work, Coming to Terms, Cut Head, Tools Inspection, Monkey See, Savings, Sting, Nasty Wound, Tired, In a Hurry, Dark Clouds in the Sky, Accident, Howling in the Bushes, Hungry Predator, Gonna Need a Bigger Camp, Visit of a Predator, Weak Construction, Predator in the Camp, Windstorm, Fear of the Beasts, and Breakdown. They are the building adventure cards. So almost halfway through with the cards now. So you're doing very well with seeing what's in the box here for Robinson Crusoe Adventures on the Cursed Island. We have mystery cards. And it looks like they can be like maybe a skeleton or a beast, a treasure, or a trap. And they look like they are all the same on the reverse side also. So we have, let's have a look just quickly. So we can see at the top there, here we go, we have a trap, so poison. We have a treasure, so we get a hatchet. And do we have that beast? There's a beast, a shiny jewel. So maybe archaeology, something unearthed. We've got bones in the bottom corner there, although that one has a giant snake and that one has savage. Let's go through these. I'm not going to read the top, as in whether it's a treasure, a beast, or archaeology, or the trap. You can have a look at that. I'll just read the main word. Hatchet, saber, barrel, compass, protective amulet, cave with furs, old rifle, candles, helmet, gold, spider web, poison, blunt spear, net, hidden rope, trapdoor, strange disease, unfortunate adventure, confused, blowgun, sharp blade, collapse, terrible scream. I'll just make a mention, it is quite small writing. I can still read that, but it's very small writing that you can see that's underneath there. A shiny jewel, giant snake, savage, bats, snake, gremlins, big ape, scorpion, spiders. So you can see we've got that beast sort of thing there. We're getting lots of little, or big beasts even. Furious tiger, unleashed beast, gorilla, bite, treasure map, antique rapier, amulet with portrait of a beautiful lady, herbal mixture, ropes, hammock, boxes, Captain Stone's spyglass, bottle of wine, ceremonial bowl, blankets, backpack, old map, old clothes, whip, and Crocs. So they're the mystery cards. We will go with the 48 event cards. It looks like solid question mark with probably a proper dot or full stop underneath them. And yes, they do have that there. And they all have that same back, slightly green in colour. Troubles in the camp. And they have a top and a bottom bit. Mystery awaits, mysterious traces, good luck, terrifying squeal, an old letter, blood marks, disturbing howl, bad fate, exhausted, startled awake, morning cloudburst, awful weather, strange marks, cloudburst. Do we have a cloudburst before? Sort of felt we did. Might have been slightly different. Morning cloudburst. Okay, so different cloudburst this time. Rain. They are all different cards. I do like that again. Night attack. Bad fate. Predators in the woods. Cataclysm. Cold rain. Landslide. Broken tree. Flood. Raging river. Flying surprise. Disaster. Storm. Frost. High waters. Chronic tiredness. Jaguar. Precipice. Awful weather. Heavy rain is coming. Cold area, predators, thunderstorm, memories of the cruise, cold rain, ravishing windstorm, devastating hurricane, heavy clouds, heavy rain, fight, fire, storm, and predators in the vicinity. Those are the 48 event cards that come with the game. I'll put them back and put them over there. 2 more packs left to go. We have 39 book event cards, 3 wreckage cards, and 8 crew cards in here. Let's see if I can find which is which. So 39 book events. So more question marks there. So I reckon these are book events. They do have that green bit that's right there. So I'll go with that. Just put those down. So we'll go through these green cards, I think, first of all. Looking at these green cards, we have vertigo, slow work, weakness, dangerous night, fight in the dark, loss of hope, howling from the woods, bear, rough passage, drought, smoke on the horizon, searching for a new path, ravishing hurricane, exhausting night, bad feelings, natural dam breaks, the island rebels against you, mess in the camp, mist, foul weather, strong wind, depression, lack of hope, devastating blows, council, otters, unusually cold night, winter depression, insects, wrecked balloon, poisoning, night howling, predator is near, ravenous predators, argument, body on the beach, call of the wild, sleepless night, and earthquake. That's those, and put them to that side. And we had 8 crew cards and 3 wreckage cards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're the crew cards. So, crew cards. So we'll do those next. And the backs of all those are the same. We have surgeon, horse, the lookout, parrot, boy, Friday, dog, and hunting dog. So they are the crew cards. I don't know how they fit in the game. Nevertheless, we'll go through the 3 wreckage cards that have that sort of colour on the back. Now, where were the other cards that I had? They were these. So a slightly different colour. You can see more of a, I don't know what you'd call that, a mustardy colour as opposed to that sort of green colour that's there. So on these 3 wreckage cards, we have food crates, captain's chest, and wrecked lifeboat. Finally, I'll put these to another side. I'll go over all the way over here. You can hear me. And back again. So we have 55 small cards. I don't know if you can read that just there. 55 small cards at the top there. And we have the 30 invention, 16 beasts, 8 starting items, and an arranging the camp card. There we go, 55 small cards. Read that down there. So, what do we have here? What are they? Let's see if I can figure out. 8 starting cards, 1 arranging the camp. This almost looks like it could be the arranging the camp card. Double-sided, the same on each side. These look like they're the 8 starting items. And on the back we have there, so looks like starting items. So on the back of these cards, you can see a book or a Bible, a gun, and a flask. And there are 8 of them. So we have pipe and tobacco, flask of rum, biscuits, hammer and nails, empty bottle, pistol, storm glass, and Bible. And then we have 16 beasts. I wonder if I can, oh, here we go. At the back here, we've got what looks like beasts to me. The beasts all have the beast on the back, the red beast, and they are all the same on the back there. Let's have a look at that picture close up. And the 16 beasts we have are wild pig, with some stats down the bottom, tiger, tapir, puma, iguana, chamois, jaguar, gorilla, goats, cheetah, fox, wild dog, boa, birds, bear, and alligator. Finally, the 30 invention cards, and they look like they're double-sided, so I'm going to have to, I might just split this in half just for ease so I can carry them and turn them over. We have snare, that's that side on the reverse, sling, and on the reverse, I'll put them down as I use them, shovel, both sides, shield, sack, rope, raft, pot, pit. If you go back to the beginning of the video, on the back of the rulebook, that will tell you what these icons all mean. There's the reverse of the pit. Moat, map, lantern, knife, drums, furnace, fireplace. Looks like +2 health during the night because you have food, maybe cooked food. Fire. And then continuing the cards, we have diary, Dam, Cure, Corral, Cellar, store some food there, Bricks, Bow, create and craft that, Belts, Bed, Basket, Spear, Wall, and Shortcut is our last one there. Okay, so that's all of those cards. That finishes off everything that you get in the box here for Robinson Crusoe Adventures on the Cursed Island. As I said, look out for what's in the box of the expansion, which I think is Darwin's Voyage or something like that on this channel. My apologies for not remembering. Please hit the subscribe button. That will really help me out a lot. Also hit that like button if you found it useful. If you liked seeing all the cards, maybe I put that at the end so that you could just see everything else and then look at the cards, give you a feel for what's in the box, what's on the cards, the play style, etc. If you like that, please make a comment one way or another. With that, but please be obviously respectful of others' comments as well and be constructive. That'd be fantastic. And also share this with your friends. You know, they might like, you can discuss, this is what I saw on YouTube, what's in the box, this is what comes in the box, how's that look to you? Give them the link. They might want to buy it, you might want to buy it, the group might want to buy it, I'm not too sure. But if you find it helpful in any way, please share it, thumbs up, like and subscribe. I'm LeMonde, signing off. Please enjoy your gaming.